I'm Gerard O'Farrell, Director of the car division within the OHM Group. The group is involved in the importation and distribution of motor vehicles and heavy goods vehicles in Ireland. We have a retail division called Spirit Motor Group, and we're in Spirit JLR today. 10 years ago, Jaguar Landrover would have been 95% petrol, diesel cars, and now over the last 2 years with the introduction of hybrid vehicles. So across the overall industry, there's a transition going on to electric vehicles, and that creates an immediate need for increased power supply to enable us to charge the vehicles. There has been some issues with the expansion of electricity demand, which gave me concerns that we may not be able to purchase all of our needs directly from the grid, and hence that brought me towards solar and looking to see how could we generate ourselves. We examined the possibility of using the roof for solar panels, and we've installed 260 panels on this roof. And then we have recently built a new preparation centre adjacent to this building to produce in the neighbourhood of 160 megawatts of power from this building per annum. That's a very significant development for us, which has given us independence, I suppose, from the grid, which is critical. As I learned more about the project, I realised that with various roof angles, solar shading was going to be a consideration, and how do we optimise the amount of production that we can utilise and avoid the degradation from solar shading. And I was informed and learnt about the use of optimisers, where rather than having all of the panels subject to shading if one area was in shade, that we could actually optimise the production of each individual panel. So we've installed optimisers on all the panels. One of the key reasons for doing that was, first of all, the shading, but secondly, it also enabled us that if we had a fault on any panel, we could quickly identify the panel that's at fault. Otherwise, with 460 panels, you're looking at a needle in a haystack. How do you find that panel? Will you even start looking for it? How long does it take to find a fault? So the use of optimizers means that with our monitoring system on my phone, I can quickly scan 460 panels and within a minute identify any panel that is suboptimal in its production and decide what to do about that. But in addition to that, those optimizers, as I learnt, also have a thermal sensors in them, which enables the system to constantly check for any possibility of arcing within the system, and if so, to reduce the power down to 1 volt on that. And that is a real safety feature. Generating such large amounts of power, where this building at peak can generate a megawatt of power a day, is a very substantial production for us, and we need to treat safety with utmost importance. So they are key factors to me when installing the system, to make sure that we had leading edge fire protection built into our system. The link directly with the fire alarm panel gave us that certainty and reassurance. With any of our many suppliers and partners in business, long-term relationships matter a lot to me. We want to know that in the event of any issues cropping up, one phone call, I have access to the right people who will respond quickly and look after us. And in each case, when we were cross-checking the various different suppliers and options we had, SolarEdge led the way in terms of the warranties available, and that's critical to me. When I started this, I just knew that we needed extra production and solar might be something suitable. I was as sceptical as everybody else would be as to whether it was suitable for Ireland. Throughout that project I learned an awful lot, particularly from Zoltan, who took the time to actually explain how the system works. I have an engineering background, so I understand that, and that appealed to me to get logical facts. Sometimes I asked some questions, he was able to explain the answers, and then it starts to make sense. Working with VEEP Energy, we looked at where were the key areas that we could install. Each of those areas were assessed and measured, and I think we came up with a very good compromise that maximised the opportunities for the given orientations. The main reasons I chose Solar Edge installation here was, first of all, our flexibility of design, the class-leading warranties, the cyber security that it gives us, and peace of mind. VEEP Energy included in speccing out the right Solar Edge system, which included the use of optimizers in the design to maximize the output of the system, which has proved to be very beneficial to us.